Samsung's got a new feature for One UI 8.5 on the Galaxy S25 series. Let me show you how to use it. Welcome back to SamMobile TV. You're here with Daniel. Creative Studio, brand new feature on One UI 8.5 that has replaced Drawing Assist, and for good reason. I want to show you how it works because it's actually got a lot of facets to it, and I think it'd be quite interesting for you to learn what to do with it. Starting with where to find it. So if you go into the Edge panels, it sits up here in this permanent top area of your Edge panels. Creative Studio, you tap on it and you launch it. It does also exist as an app in your app drawer, which you can also access through there as well. Let's look at the overview of the UI. At the top here, you've got the Creative Studio branding, I guess you could call it, and then some cards that you can swipe between to kind of show you what's achievable within here. It tells you you've got the marker drawing style, and it sort of gives you an explanation. Doesn't really tell you what it does, it just says it transforms images in every single one. And then you've got childhood sketch, and it kind of gives you a showcase of the different styles of imagery that you can create using this. Clicking on one of them, it does take you through to that childhood sketch, and then it gives you a sort of a prompt automatically generated, which you can then generate. We'll talk about this interface in a moment because I want to show you the rest of it first. Going back out of there, scrolling down, you have the Design Studio. This is the area where you can actually design different things in different categories. So if you scroll along here, you'll see you've got Create Sticker, Create Invitation, Create Greeting Card, Create Profile Card, and Create Wallpaper. Clicking on any of these, it will take you through to that particular style, and then it'll have that as the predeterminate factor of what it is you're trying to make. And again, it's that screen that I sort of showed you off before. Going back, you can see there's Profile Card, you've got Wallpaper, which I've shown off before, and all of it is there as sort of just inspiration as your base. Once you've created some projects, they do actually save in a little projects area down the bottom here, which you can then browse what you've got, and then clicking on it will take you through to all of them. And it also breaks it down by category. So if you've got multiple different categories, it'll store them at the top as well, which is great because it means you can go back into a project and you have the option to continue working on it as opposed to it being final. It's not final. You can keep going. And then right down the bottom here, you've got this button here, which just creates a blank one. There's no inspiration. There's nothing that you need to worry about. You just pick your style, type in your prompt, and away you go. So whilst we're in this screen, let's show you some of the things you can do in here. So as you can see right at the top, you've got little numbers here, 1:1. That's the aspect ratio. So tapping on that, you can change the aspect ratio to be vertical. You can change it to be horizontal. You can see you've got it as a square. You have 3:4, 4:3, 9:16, 16:9. They're your image aspect ratios that you can cycle between. Down here, you've got the style. So if you want to choose any of these styles down here, you pick it, and then that's the base for the photo or the image that you're generating. Down here, you have the option to draw your inspiration. So if you have a phone with an S Pen, you of course will use the S Pen as the base for that, as this is a freshly One UI 8.5 install. It's gone from the start of the S Pen, so ignore all that. So if I wanted to then draw a house here, that would be the base for the illustration that's being generated along with the text prompt that I'm about to put in. But you also can use images, and then it will take away from the sketch and use a photo instead. So if I wanted to use this photo of my pool as the backdrop, it will use that as the inspiration, adding on to the text prompt that I give it to. But you also don't need to put a text prompt in. You can just go like this and hit generate, and it'll turn your image into that illustration and that style that you created, as we're about to see it go and do right now. Can I time it right? No, I missed it. There you go. It's turned my photo into that soft illustration. And as I showed you before, you can add or change the image, and you can describe what you want to create with a text prompt. But the great thing is it allows you to combine lots of different inspirations. So you can take that pool photo and you can write in, create a side sunset villa photo, generate. And then it's going to use the pool as the inspiration, the colors, the image, and it's also going to use the text prompt that I gave it to generate the inspiration behind that photo. And look at that. Again, it's taken all the colors, the pool coping, the shape of the pool is there, but then it's got the villa and it's got the sunset. Clever. From here, you've got a couple different options. Up at the top, you can save it. you've got the option to save it in the gallery. You can save it as a sticker, or you can save it as a wallpaper, straight directly to your lock screen or your background. For now, I just want to save it as gallery because I'll show you the sticker in a moment. You can share it. So if you want to share this via the recommended mediums that you've got down the bottom here, you can do that too. And you've got the 3-dot menu, which tells you can copy it to your clipboard. It gives you a disclaimer, so not for commercial use. Whoops. And you've got the option for projects to go into look as well directly from there. And you've got some settings, which there's no real settings to this, to be honest. It kind of just explains to you what it is, and that's it. You can turn it on, you can turn it on or off. And then within the photo itself, you've got this button here, which allows you to edit it. I think that's what it does it? Yes. This one, it allows you to edit it. So I can add in a sticker and add it on top and create it as a layer almost. And then I can actually keep adding in different stickers and I can layer them appropriately should I want to. I can add in text, hello, put that onto the photo, and I could also add in another image, maybe from a project that I'm working on, and then that can be part of it too, like before and after almost. Cool. If you're not satisfied, you can swipe across and hit generate one more, and then using that same prompt and the image that you'd given it before, it will work to generate another one. So it's not just fixed to that one part. You can generate another one and it'll try and make something a little bit different. Look at that. Still the same shape of the pool, still the coping and the tiles all the same, similar colors, but it's just now widened the view and given me something different, which I can save in the gallery. And as I said before, you can save it as a sticker, and then that's going to allow you to save it as like a little sticker that you can put and then attach it into like your images or edit photos with later down the line. So look, that's realistically the overview of how this works. Obviously, you've got the different styles that you can generate, and it removes some things like the profile card and picture. You don't get the option of generating the aspect ratio. Same with things like greeting card. You don't get that. It has a predetermined aspect ratio for you as opposed to you getting to choose. So some of these are just shortcuts to different styles, whereas this one, you get the control over what it is you want to create. Now, Creative Studio isn't just in its own app. Samsung have expanded its usage area. So if I swipe out of here and I go into Samsung Notes and I create a new note, what you're going to allow for here is if I hit this Galaxy AI icon, you'll see Creative Studio inside Samsung Notes too. So I can hit Creative Studio. I've got sticker, invitation, and greeting card. So it's extracted out a few of those options from the main Creative Studio and brought them into here. So if I use invitation as one here, it does give you a few different samples. So you've got some inspiration that you can edit if you don't want to create one from scratch. So you can use, like if you're having a pizza party, if you're having a drink's birthday or a kid's birthday with cake, you can start from there. Or you just hit create invitation and start from scratch. Great thing with the invitation one is you can actually add in a date. So if I put in May 20th, just a random date, and I want to create a ballerina invitation for my daughter's 5th birthday. Hit generate. That's now going to take the prompt, take the date, and create an invitation based off of that prompt, which I really like that whole concept. Celebrate with grace. I don't know why I just made up a name for it, but I can change the image if I wanted to change it. Change the name to Rosie. Why don't we do that? Hit generate, and then hopefully it'll be celebrate with grace. Instead, now it'll be celebrate with Rosie. But let's see if it's smart enough to be able to do that. Done. See? And then I can hit done, and that's now added it into my Samsung Notes file. And then I can sort of create things around that or build that in or print it off, whatever it is I want to do. I've got the option now to do that. So that is Creative Studio on One UI 8.5 on your Galaxy S25 as well, which is a great feature. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you think of One UI 8.5 in general. Make sure you hit subscribe to SamMobile TV. Check us out on our website and all our socials. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.